How you doing, guys? Welcome back to the Poise Showcase series. And it's been a while here, guys, but I am back, and look at the bad boy I am taking a look at today. It's about time I made a video on the Great Lance. Now let's go straight into our status page here, guys. We're at soul level 125 using the Prisoner's Chain, as per usual. And I'm running with 44 Vigor, 14 Attunement, 34 Endurance, 29 Vitality, 22 Strength, 19 Dexterity, and 30 Intelligence, and 30 Faith. Now, if we go over to the equipment page, I'm running a Dark Lothric Sword in the right hand, and I'll explain why in a second. I've got the Dark Great Lance in the left hand. I'm also carrying a Heavy Crossbow plus 10 with Exploding Bolts and Splintering Bolts for that good utility. I've got a Blestus here, and also the Sacred Chime of Filianor so we can cast Tears of Denial. Now, in terms of armor, I'm running with the Black Iron Helm, Gundir's Armor, the Ruined Gauntlets, and the Black Iron Leggings. Now, looking at our poise over there, we're at 42.14, and that's important here for this build when we two-hand the Great Lance. Now, unfortunately, it's a little bit cumbersome, and it's a little bit slow, in my opinion, in relation to how much poise or how much hyper armor you get from it, how much poise damage and poise health. But look, when you're above 41.80 poise, you can pretty much tank every standard attack from all fast weapon classes without staggering when you time it into a hyper armor trade. But you can also tank weapon arts like the straight sword stance weapon art, the R1 and the R2. You can just face tank it with the Great Lance, but you got to time it really well because this thing is a little bit cumbersome and a little bit slow there, in my opinion. But it's a nice little surprise for your opponent, nevertheless. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Now let's go back into the equipment page here, guys. My rings, running with the Havel's Ring plus 3, the Prisoner's Chain, the Leo Ring here, and also the Ring of Favour plus 3. Now the Leo Ring is interchangeable. Essentially I'm using it here for those thrust counter trades when I go for hyper armor trades with the Great Lance. But to be honest, I don't really do it that often. It's not the greatest trading weapon, and I'll explain later in the video why. But I do switch to it occasionally. But you can start with the Life Ring plus 3, and then switch out to the Sun Princess for some regen, some passive regen if you want to. So you've got options there with this particular ring slot. Now, in terms of the Lothric Knight Sword, why is this Lothric Knight Sword in this build? Well, essentially, one of the boys on the Discord, Angeluso, he's our resident tech expert, he's got a video that discusses true combos using the Great Lance. And the Great Lance actually has true combos with a lot of weapons in the game, but with straight swords, the L2, if you hit your opponent, so hit confirm, it true combos with an R1, and it also true combos with the thrust R2, which is pretty awesome. So it really can catch your opponent off guard if they don't know about this true combo potential. And even some experienced players who haven't really fought the Great Lance very often can also be kind of surprised by it at times as well. Now, I've provided a link in the description below to Angeluso's video if you want to have a look at all the true combo potential of the Great Lance. But on top of that, when you do two-handed as well, the R1 into the weapon art is also a true combo, but you got to be point blank at your opponent and hit that weapon art straight away, and that'll be the true combo there also. So it's interesting. It's a weapon that I find kind of mediocre, but it's got some pretty awesome little tricks and nuances to it. And that's about it, guys, so let's go straight into the arena. We have a Moonlight Greatsword over there, and it looks like a Rapier in the left. Oh, my mistake, gotta be two-handing there. Although I'm not sure I can tank that anyway two-handed. Not 100% there. God, the Great Lance does feel a little bit cumbersome though, a little bit slow there for those hyper armor trades. I feel like for hyper armor trading itself, I feel like great swords and hammers like the mace, for example, are far better. As a hyper armor tool or a trading tool, the Great Lance it's all right. Ooh, good game. Next up in the arena. Just switch there to the Leo Ring again. Oh, my bad. Poor start there, poor start. Happens sometimes, you know. R1, and the true combo. And look at that. We just tanked through an ultra greatsword. I didn't actually calculate that we'd be able to do that, but that's pretty awesome. You can add that to the list there, guys. You know, with this poise level. But that was the hyper armor from the weapon art, if I'm not mistaken, so keep that in mind. But yeah, there you go, that was the R1 into the weapon art true combo. So as soon as you hit that weapon art after the R1, you're going to be quick. It is a true combo. Great stuff. Got him again with the weapon art. Let's see if we can hit him here with one of the true combos. L2 into R1 or L2 into... Oh, might not need to actually. L2 into the R1 and L2 into the R2. Rolling Souls 3. Jesus Christ. Oh, he's bringing back the big guns. The big guns are out again, guys. Whoa. Good game. Alrighty, guys. What do we have over there? Gandalf. We got Gandalf over there, guys. Alrighty, mage. Ooh. We're gonna switch out to the crossbow and the straight sword here, guys. It's just far more effective fighting a mage. The great lance is just gonna be way too slow. Can you get that? Yep. Good, good. Alright, now we whip out the great lance. Whoa, oh, that was it. That should have killed him. Damn. Alright, let's just switch out to the lance. There we go. Alright, guys. Straight onto the next match. Alright, looks like that's the Wolf Knight curved greatsword. And he had something in the left there, like a straight sword. Let's see if we can hit this guy with the combos. I like the combos of the Great Lance, guys. It's you know, it's pretty mediocre on its own in my opinion, but you know, doing these combos, they're just so much fun to pull off, guys. It's a really fun weapon, I'll give it that. And I mean, you could also use it on a Great Lance Turtle, you know, Black Knight Shield on the left, Leo Ring, and go for those shield pokes. They come out pretty quickly, so you have that option as well. But you know me, I like my poise, I like my hyper armor. So yeah, look, it's not the best weapon, but it is fun. Straight on to the next match. Got a big boy greatsword over there. Getting better with the timing here, guys. Or at least I feel I do. Or I feel I am. There we go. Nice. Alright guys, let's go for one last match here today. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a lot of fun to make. The Great Lance, look, it's an average weapon, but because of its true combo potential and you know, it's not bad with the hyper armor, I guess. It's a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun to use, so I'll give it that. If you want to have fun, try something different. It's one of those weapons. Ooh, almost got the parry there. Let's switch out to the crossbow here, guys. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Oh, you know what, that's what I get for trying to be flashy with the crossbow there. And yeah, if you're enjoying my content, guys, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.